Summertown Loretto promises to be an exciting ball game. The Summertown boys bring a 3-4 record in after having in front camera. This game promises to be a hard knock from start to finish. It normally is when these two teams get together. Loretto brings a 2-6 record in. They've had some tough luck losses, had some real close ball games. And Summertown brings a 4-3 record in after leading the district with a 2-0 mark after victory over Wayne County last week. We're about ready for the starting lineups. Starting for Loretto is going to be Greg Garrison and Mario Moore, Richie Wakefield, Dan Hickle, and Phil Hooper. Starting for Summertown is going to be Greg Ivory, Henry Hiniosa, Casey Ambrose, Rodney Long, and Scotty Perry. And now we're about ready to go to the PA announcer for the starting lineup. These two teams normally get together and have a low-scoring, hard-knocking physical ball game. It doesn't make any difference what their records are coming in. And now go to the PA announcer for a starting lineup. Mario Moore, number 24. Number 14, Greg Garrison. Number 32, Richie Wakefield. Number 54, Dan Hickle. Number 10, Phil Hooper. This is starting lineup for the Loretto Mustangs. And now the lights are dim as the Summertown Eagles will be introduced. The lights always dim, and number 10, Scotty Perry. Number 24, Greg Ivy. Number 412, Casey Ambrose. Number 52, Rodney Long. Number 34, Henry Hinoso comes to the spotlight. Gene McBee always sends the Eagles out into the spotlight at home, getting ready for another good ball game.
CB&T Community Bank and Trust. Community Bank and Trust is going to provide the kinds of services we think people want their bank to offer. We're not going to simply promise good service. We're going to make it our strongest commitment. And importantly, we're going to be a local bank, one dedicated to the best interest and well-being of this community. Community Bank and Trust, the kind of bank you've always wanted your bank to be. CB&T has 3 locations to serve you: 14 Public Square, North Locust, and Summertown. Member FDIC.
All right, we're about ready for the tip. Henry Hiniosa stepping in along with Greg Garrison. Garrison will be doing the jumping for the Loretto boys. The ball is up, and the tip is controlled by Summertown. Perry working the right-hand side over the middle. Loretto opening up into a man-to-man tough defense over to Ivy on the right-hand side. And Ivy is tied up by Phil Hooper. Alternating possessions. The ball will go to Loretto. Richie Wakefield put the ball in place. Summertown opening up in a man-to-man full-court press. Ball goes into Hooper. Looks like Hooper's the ball handler for Loretto. Guarded closely by Perry. Over on the left side to Wakefield. Wakefield back to Hooper. Hooper working the middle over to Garrison. Garrison into Moore. Moore back to Hooper. Left side Wakefield. In the middle Hickle. Hickle 15-foot jump shot cleared off by Henry. Summertown bringing the ball down the floor. Perry over to Ambrose. Ambrose over to Henry. Back to Perry. Perry working the right side to Ivy. Ivy drive baseline. Puts it up and in. 7:10 remaining first period. Summertown gets the first 2 points of the ball game. Moore working the ball across 10-second line for Loretto. Looking for somebody. Finds Wakefield on the right in the middle of Hickle. Hickle up for a 5-foot layup, and he's fouled by number 52, Rodney Long. Looks like these two teams are going to drive for the basket tonight. Dan Hickle will be at the line shooting 2. 6:56 remaining first period. We're just getting started. First one up, it's in. Dan Hickle's big center. Looked like maybe about a 6'2", 200-pounder. That one up, it's good. 2-2, 6:56 remaining first period. Perry bringing the ball across the timeline, works the ball to the right-hand side. Baseline extended, works about the middle of Long. Long drives foul line into 12-foot jump. Good. 4-2. Mario Moore bringing the ball up over to Hooper. Hooper working the ball across the timeline, the middle of the court, over. Throws the ball away. The ball is last touch by nobody. Summertown puts the ball in play. Nobody made the break. Loretto picking up in a half court, man-to-man. They're not putting full court pressure now. Over to Ambrose on the left. Drive baseline, back out to Henry. Back to Perry, 12-foot out. Perry, 10-foot jump shot, good. Summertown pressing, man-to-man all over the court. Hooper brings the ball across 10-second line. Over to Moore. Moore into Garrison. Garrison shoots a 5-foot jump shot. And he's fouled. Foul before the shot by number 52, Rodney Long. That's 2 personals on Long and second personal on the team. Loretto. We have a sub for Summertown. Chris Kidd reports in for Rodney Long, who picked up 2 quick personals. Hinkle, inbound play, throws it into Kidd. Kidd brings her across 10-second line and wisely holds it up over to Perry on the right side. Ivy, baseline jumper, no good. Ball picked off at Garrison. Garrison quickly down the floor to Moore. Moore cut off at the head of the circle, throws the ball into Wakefield. Wakefield back to Hinkle. Hinkle over to Moore. Moore, 12-foot jump shot, give it to him. 6-4, 5:30 remaining first period. This is going to be a fast-paced game. Over to Ambrose. Ambrose working baseline left. Back out to Kidd on the wing. Perry, Ivy right corner. Kidd, Perry, over to Ambrose. Ambrose 18 feet out, seeing what's developing. And to Kidd. Kidd drives the middle, 10-foot jump. Good. Loretto playing into Hooper. Hooper walking the ball up mid-court now. Summertown pressing on the inbound pass. Hooper closely guarded by Perry. Off Moore. Moore back to Hooper. Hooper 22 feet out, and Hinkle back to Moore. Hooper. Hooper 30 feet out now. Over to Moore. Moore 25 feet. Ball thrown into Garrison. Tipped out of bounds by Henry. Hinosa. 4:41 remaining first period. 8-4 Summertown. Mario Moore working right side into Wakefield. Wakefield 5-foot jump shot. And he's fouled by number 10, Scotty Perry. Scotty Perry picks up his first foul. The second foul on Summertown. Loretto inbound underneath their own basket into Hooper. Hooper driving the baseline, 18 feet away. Ball knocked out. We have a foul on Ivy this trip. Greg Ivy picks up his first foul. That's the 4th team foul on Summertown. Loretto inbound under their own basket. Dan Hinkle is trigger man. Hinkle into Moore. Moore right-hand side into Hinkle. Hinkle loses the ball. Last touch by Summertown. 4:27 remaining first period. Hinkle into Moore. Moore working right side out to Hooper. Hooper 25 feet out. Over to Wakefield. Back to Hooper. Hooper into Hinkle. Hinkle 5-foot jump shot. No good. The ball is cleared out by Chris Kidd with a powerful rebound. Perry up. Ivy driving layup. No good. Henry has the ball stripped away by Hinkle. Loretto brings the ball back downfield. Hooper. Henry had the ball and had it stolen away. Hinkle driving baseline. No good. Over to Greg Garrison. Shoots a 12-foot shot. Rebounded by Casey Ambrose. Summertown back down the floor quickly over to Ivy in the left wing. The ball is kicked out of bounds by Loretto. 3:45 remaining first period. 8-4, Summertown with a lead. We have a sub for Loretto, number 20, Jamie Wilson. Wilson in for Loretto. Also Scott Carter. Jamie Wilson in and Carter. Summertown inbound. Ambrose working the left-hand side over to Kidd on the wing. Kidd driving the middle, takes a running jump down the middle of the lane, 10-foot jump, good. That's 2 in a row. Chris Kidd made driving the middle. Phil Hooper bringing the ball up for Loretto. Work tight, man-to-man Summertown, left side, ball stolen away by Ambrose. Ambrose quickly across 10-circle line, set 15-foot jump, good. Ambrose stolen, carried the length of the floor. We have a timeout with 3:09 remaining first period. Summertown 12, Loretto 4.
D&D Grocery Center. David and Diane Bailey, owner. D&D Grocery is your one-stop shopping center. Open Monday through Thursday, 5:30 to 8. 5:30 to 9 Friday and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday. We have a full line of snack bar with pizza, old-fashioned hamburgers, and snacks. D&D is your headquarters for hunting and fishing equipment and license. Also a deer checking station. Deer hunters, we are open for a breakfast daily during hunting season. D&D Grocery Center.
Video Venture in Summertown. Bobby and Gail Miggs, owner, has a large selection of movies for the whole family. The regular hours are Sunday through Thursday, 12 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 12 to 10. They also have sunbeds with 10 visits for $20. That's Video Venture, Bobby and Gail Miggs, owner. Well, we're midway of the first period. Summertown has a 12-4 lead. It's a fast-paced ball game. Both teams are running and gunning. Summertown comes back out with Chris Kidd, Henry Heniosa. We have Scotty Long, Pete Cruz, and Ronnie and Scotty Perry for the same crew that left the floor. And the Hooper running the attack for Loretto, closely guarded by Perry. Hooper drives the middle into the 18-foot line over to Moore. Moore on the left side to Wakefield. Wakefield in the middle. Back to Hooper. Hooper, 12-foot jump, no good. Battle on the boards. Scott Carter brings it up, takes a 10-foot jump, and he's fouled by number 40, Scotty Long. That's Scotty Long's first foul. They had a battle for the boards that time. Scott Carter will be at the line shooting 2. 2:47 remaining first period, 12-4. Carter's first shot, no good. Carter toes the mark for the second shot. It's up. It's also no good. Scotty Long clears up quickly for Summertown down the right-hand side. Holds up on the baseline. 12-foot jump. No good. The ball battle on the floor. We have a tie ball. Alternating possession. Summertown will inbound the ball. Number 52, Richie Shelton, comes into the ball game for Loretto. And Carter will come out. Perry set to inbound the ball for Summertown. Right side to Long. Long 18 feet away. Drives toward the foul line. Over to Pete Cruz in the middle. Back to Ronnie. Scotty Perry. Perry working the point over to Long. Long in right corner into Henry. Henry back to Perry. Perry drops the ball. Cruz picks it up. Over to Perry. Back to Cruz. Cruz. 15-foot jump. Good. Left side. Pete Cruz gets his first 2 of the night. 14-4. Over to Wakefield. Wakefield to Moore. Moore in the middle of Garrickson. Garrickson, 5-foot jumps blocked. Shelton clears the rebound and he's fouled. Foul by number 42, Chris Kidd. That's Chris's first foul of the night. Jamie Wilson back in for Loretto. And Richie Wakefield will get a rest. Richard Shelton at the line, shoot 2, and the first one is no good. Second one up. It's air ball. Summertown play on inbound on the side. We have number 40 in the game for Loretto, Shannon Burks. Loretto's 0 for 4 from the line so far. Shannon Burks is in. Ball is stolen for Loretto, and they lose it out of bounds. Summertown will play in front court. Scotty Long set the inbound. In the right corner to Perry. Perry about the 18-foot line, tries to pass into Kidd. Ball's intercepted by Shelton. Over to Hooper. Hooper working the point over to Moore. Moore working the left side back to Wilson. Wilson over to Hooper. Hooper into 10-foot jump shot, no good. Perry comes out with a rebound. Over to Long. Long takes a 10-foot jump shot, misses everything, battle for the rebound. We have a foul. No, Loretto man's on the line. Summertown set the inbound. Perry into Cruz. Cruz, 15-foot jump shot, no good. On to Burks. Burks clears the ball, and he's fouled by number 10, Ronnie Perry. Ronnie picks up personal number 1, and Shannon Burks goes to the line. We have a technical foul on the Summertown bench. 1:13 remaining. 1:13 remaining first period. Summertown 14, Loretto 4.
Mount Pleasant Discount Tire and Wheel. Owners Chuck and Charles Matheny and George Scott. When the time for new tires roll around and you're checking for the best possible deal, why not go to the Mount Pleasant Discount Tire and Wheel store? Conveniently located at the Mount Pleasant Bypass and Hampshire Pike, Charles, Chuck, and George invite you to come by and check out the deals on their Summit and Hercules tires. They ask you to compare their prices with others, compare the quality, then compare their free road hazard warranty. These tires are American-made, and with each purchase for a new tire, you get free mounting and computer balancing. And while you're there, you might want to have your car's exhaust system checked out. Mount Pleasant Tire and Wheel is now the customized muffler and tailpipe business. From dual exhaust to replacement muffler and tailpipes, you can get it all at Mount Pleasant Discount Tire and Wheel store. That's at the caution light on the Mount Pleasant Bypass and the Hampshire Pike in Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant Tire and Wheel.
It's tying back in. We're going to be shooting free throws. We'll be shooting the 1-and-1 first. Phil Hooper will be shooting the 1-and-1. We had a personal foul and a technical foul. First one's up. It's good. 14-5. That's their first made free throw of the night. Second one's up. It's no good. That makes Loretto 1 for 6. All right, now Ariel Moore shooting a 2-shot technical. It's good. 14-6. Second one up. It's no good. Now Loretto will inbound the ball on the right front court. We have a sub in, number 14, Greg Garrickson back in for Loretto, replacing Burks. 1:13 remaining first period. Loretto inbound to Wilson. Wilson over to Hooper. Hooper working right side, 15-foot. Over to Moore. Moore, 18-foot jumper, good. It's 14-8. 1 minute remaining first period. Over to Cruz on the left-hand side. Cruz working the baseline. Into Kidd. Kidd shoots a 5-foot jump shot, blocked by Hooper. Hooper brings the ball down. Long pass to Wilson. Wilson takes a 5-foot jump shot, and he rolls off, no good, and he's fouled. The foul is on number 32, Pete Cruz. That's Pete's second personal foul of the night. 46 seconds remaining first period. We're in a wild and woolly affair so far. 14-8, Summertown leading. Jamie Wilson up. First one's good. 14-9. Set for the second shot. It's up. It's also good. Makes score 14-10. Perry working for Summertown. Loretto and the man. They're not full court pressing. In the long work over to Kidd. Kidd foul line. 10-foot jump. 15-foot jump. Give it to him. And he's fouled by number 24, Mario Moore. That's Moore's first foul. The basket account. And Chris Kidd goes to the line with 35 seconds remaining in first period to shoot one. First one's it's up and it is good. 17-10. Summertown pressing ball into Wilson. Wilson back to Hooper. Phil Hooper running the court for Loretto. Summertown working a man-to-man at the present over to Wilson. Wilson working 18 feet from the basket. Back to Hooper, 30 feet away. Over to Moore. Moore in the 15-foot line. Dribble back out to the 18-foot line, 10 seconds. Back over to Hooper, 6 seconds. And the ball's thrown away, tipped out by Summertown. 4 seconds remaining in the first period, 17-10. Loretto. Greg Garrison set to put the ball into play to Moore. Mario Moore, 15-foot jump shot, no good. And time runs out, no good. At the end of the first quarter, the score is Summertown 17, Loretto 10.
Burleson's Garage, owner Larry Burleson. They offer Union 76 products and all major brands of oil. Full line of mechanical repairs, 24-hour record service. Business and home phone listed in phone directory. Larry is open 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily, except Wednesday and Sunday. That's Burleson's Garage.
Summertown Market, Paul Howard and Nita Bailey has a full line of groceries. Summertown Market is an Amoco dealer with the cheapest unleaded gas in town. For hunters, they have a line of ammunition, and they're also a deer checking station. They're open 7 days a week, 5:45 to 8 Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 8 on Saturday, and 10 to 8 on Sunday. Your business is always appreciated at Summertown Market at the corner of the Turnpike and Highway 20. As we get ready for the start of the second quarter, Summertown leads 17-10. We're having a wild and woolly affair here as we thought we would have. It's a rough run-and-gun ball game. Summertown sends out Henry Heniosa, Chris Kidd, Rodney Long, Kevin Ambrose, and Greg Ivey to start the second quarter. Loretto sends out Dan Hinkle, Mario Moore, Phil Hooper, Greg Garrettson, and Harley Simbach. Simbach on the right-hand side. Over to Moore. Moore loses the ball out. Tipped out by Ambrose. Loretto, Hinkle set inbound to Simbach. Simbach over to Hooper. Hooper working the point against Ambrose. Into the 15-foot line. Back out to Simbach. Simbach back to Moore. Moore 25 feet out, directing traffic against the man-to-man Summertown. Moore into Hinkle. Hinkle back to Moore. Moore throws the ball out of bounds. 7:32 remaining. Second period, 17-10 Summertown. Ambrose working the point for Summertown now. Comley brings the ball up against the man-and-man. Left side to Kidd. Kidd drives the baseline, 5 foot in, and he calls for charge. Dan Hinkle set up, and Chris Kidd drove into him. That's the second foul on Kidd. Player control. Loretto inbounds. Hinkle. Ball's tapped out by Ambrose. Hinkle be the inbound man again. Hinkle into Hooper. Hooper quickly across the 10-second line, brings it back out on the left wing. Over to Moore. Moore to head of the circle, looking for somebody underneath. Finds Garrettson. Garrettson 10-foot turnaround. Good. 17-12 with 7:05. Second period. Ambrose bringing the ball across midcourt to the left side. Working the foul line in the middle. Over to Ivy on the right wing. Ivy working the foul line. Back long. Long to Ivy. Ivy working the baseline. Driving to the middle. 10-foot jump. No good. Henry high for the rebound. He's fouled by Harley Simback. That's Simback's first personal foul. Ivy will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 with 6:45 remaining, second period. No, Summertown not in the bonus yet. Perry inbound to Ivy to Ambrose. Ambrose working the middle, drives foul line, cut off into Henry. Henry, 5-foot bank shot, good. Henry Henioso banks one off 5 feet away. Loretto quickly up the floor. Over to Simback. Simback left side. Back to Hooper. Hooper 15 feet away. Drives the middle into Garrison. Garrison up with a 5-foot jump shot. The basket's good and he's fouled. He's fouled by number 34, Henry Henioso. 6:18 remaining. That makes the score 19-14. Summertown still in the lead. Greg Garrison trying to convert the tail end of the three-point play. It's up. And it's good. 15-19. Loretto falling back, not pressing now. Ambrose working the point for Summertown. Made it midcourt by Simback. Drives inside the three-point line. Over to Kidd on the left side. Drives the baseline. And we have another charge by Kidd. Number 42, Chris Kidd, is called for his second charge. That's his third personal foul. We have Scotty Perry back in for Kidd. We also have Scott Carter in for Loretto. This week, one of our sponsors has a door prize for someone to claim. For this prize, all you have to do is be the first person to tell this sponsor that you saw the game on Channel 10, and he will present you with a prize. Ball's back in play. Loretto play length of the court. Wilson inbounds the ball. Simback, and Simback is fouled by Perry. Roddy Perry picks up the personal foul, reaching in. Loretto goes to the free throw line on the other end of the floor with 6:04 remaining, second period, with a score of 15-19. And Pete Cruz checks in for Summertown for Perry. As Harley Simback goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. First one's up. It's good. Harley Simback to shoot the second one. Free throw is up. It's also good. The score is Summertown 19, Loretto 17. 6 minutes remaining, second period. Ambrose working right side of the floor, drives to the baseline. He's cut off and drops the ball out of bounds. Simback putting pressure on Ambrose that time. Loretto set to inbound. Jamie Wilson will be the trigger man this time. Summertown using the full court press. Ball into Hooper. Hooper being worked closely by Ivy. Hooper across 10-second line. About 20 feet away. Back to Simback. Simback working right wing. Out to Hooper, 30 feet away. Hooper driving the free throw line. 10-foot jump shot. Good. 5:30 remaining, second period. 19-19. Loretto's making a run. Ambrose, Cruz. Cruz working left side to Henry. Henry to Ambrose. Ambrose 15 feet out, left side. Guarded closely by Simback. Into Cruz. Cruz drives the baseline. He's fouled by number 10, Phil Hooper. Pete Cruz goes to the line to shoot two. 5:14 remaining, second period. 19-19. Cruz toes the mark for the first one. It's good. Pete eyes the second shot. No good. Henry gets in for the rebound. 3-foot jump shot. It's good. Henry stole the rebound, laid one in. 22-19, 5 minutes remaining, second period. Hooper brings the ball across to Loretto. To head of the circle. Defense sticky over to Wilson. Wilson 15 feet away, back out to Hooper. Hooper driving over to Simbeck. Simbeck 22 feet away. Into Carter. Carter lets the ball get away, and Ivy picks it up. Over to Ambrose, quickly up the floor. Ambrose 15 feet away to Ivy. Free-throw line extended. Give it to him. 15-foot jump shot. 24-19. Inbound pass knocked out by Ambrose. We have a substitution in. Richard Shelton reporting in for Scott Carter for Loretto. Loretto inbound. Another sub. Mark Buttram will come in and replace Phil Hooper at the point. Loretto inbound pass to Buttram. Buttram back to Wilson. Wilson working the point now, 30 feet away, guarded closely. Over to Buttram. Buttram working right-hand side, back to Simbeck. Over to Wilson on the right side, 25 feet out. Buttram into Shelton. Shelton driving for a layup. 24-20, 4:05 remaining. Ambrose bringing the ball up to Summertown, working the left side to Cruz. Cruz into Long. Long lays the one in. Rodney Long. Wilson working the ball over to Buttram. Buttram working the left-hand side. The ball's thrown out of bounds. Last touch by Summertown. Shannon Burks back in for Loretto. Richard Shelton was set down. Jamie Wilson, trigger man, inbound to Burks. Burks back to Wilson. Wilson driving the baseline. 12-foot jump, no good. Ball is tipped around, comes out by Pete Cruz for Summertown. Quickly brings the ball across midcourt. Over to Ambrose. Ambrose into Rodney Long. Shoots a layup. Layup block. Battle for the board. Ivy picks it off the board at the 18-foot mark. Back to Ambrose, working the point. 25 feet away, works foul line, right-hand corner. Into Ivy. Ivy is fouled by number 12, Harley Simbeck. Mario Moore and Phil Hooper report back in for Loretto. Summertown still not in the 1-and-1. 26-21, 3:14 remaining, second period. Ambrose into Cruz. Cruz on the right wing, 25 feet away. Back to Ambrose. Ambrose working the point. Drives the 15-foot foul line. Jump shot good, but Buttram over to Moore. Mario Moore driving down the left side. Foul by number 32, Pete Cruz. Summertown doing a lot of reaching. That's Cruz's second personal foul. And Loretto will go to the line for 1-and-1 again. Mario Moore to line, shoot the 1-and-1. First one's up, it's no good. Rodney Long clears the board for Summertown. 2:50 remaining, second period, 28-21. Summertown has the advantage. Over to Ivy on the right-hand side, back Long, 15-foot foul line. Shot's no good, and he's fouled by number 10, Phil Hooper. Phil Hooper picks up the personal. And Rodney Long goes to the line to shoot two. 2:41 remaining, second period. That's the second personal on him. And Richie Wakefield comes back in. Rodney Long back at the free throw line to shoot two. The first one's up. It's good. A lot of foul shots being shot by both teams tonight. Rodney's second shot, good. 30-21, 2:41 remaining, second period. Hooper brings the ball up the floor for Loretto, being guarded closely by Ivy up the right-hand side. Out to Moore. Moore, 18-foot jump shot, no good. We have a 3-second Loretto. It wouldn't have counted if it went. Summertown put the ball in play underneath their own basket. Ambrose into Cruz, back to Ambrose. 2:25 remaining, second period. 30-21. Ambrose working the head of the circle, drives the right wing down to the baseline cutoff, feeds the middle to Henry. Henry and Henioso lays one in. They left him all alone. Hooper guarded closely by Ivy, over to Moore. Moore working the right-hand side, over to the right wing, double team, over to Garrettson. Garrettson over back to Moore, 22 feet away. Moore looking for somebody to throw it to, puts it into Garrettson. Greg Garrettson goes up for a 12-foot jump shot, and he's fouled by Henry. That's Henry's second personal foul of the night. 1:51 remaining, second period. Summertown 32, Loretto 21. Dan Hinkle comes back in. Loretto has her starting unit back in the game now. Number 14, Greg Garrison, will be at the line to shoot two. First one's up. It's no good. Summertown has built an 11-point lead within the last minute or so. Second one's up. It's good. 32-22. Summertown has a 10-point lead. 1:48 remaining, second period. Over to Ivy in the right wing, out to Long, 18 feet out. It's good. He was standing on the line, so he only gets two. Rodney Long. Over to Mario Moore, drives the baseline, goes, lays one up, goes the length of the court, laid it in. Summertown was napping. Casey Ambrose bringing the ball up. Summertown, 1:20 remaining, second period. Pete Cruz, left wing, throws the ball all the way across to right wing. Nobody there. Loretto puts the ball into play on the left-hand side. Harley Simback back in for Loretto. Loretto using 10, 11 men. Phil Hooper, ball stolen by Ivy, dropped out of bounds. Dan Hinkle, trigger man. Hinkle put the ball into Hooper. Hooper working the left wing. Dribbles 10 for the basket, puts up a jump shot. Good. 107, 26-34. Ambrose bringing the ball up. Summertown going to work for one, looks like. Working the perimeter. Out to Ambrose. Ambrose, Ivy, and Cruz working the perimeter. Over Cruz. Cruz in the long. 41 seconds. Ambrose drives the lane. Guilty of walking. Summertown turns the ball over. Mario Moore back in. Richie Wakefield, trigger man, into Moore. Moore falls down, keeps possession. Summertown full court press into Wakefield, 30 seconds. Wakefield stops, waits on Moore. Moore 25 feet away, 25 seconds. Over to Hooper. Hooper on the right wing. Finds Wakefield. Wakefield 22 feet away, no good. Hooper rebound, has the ball blocked by Long. Ball's picked up by Gregson. Greg Gregson. It's a 12-foot jump. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 1 second. Pete Cruz lets one fly. So at the end of the first half, Summertown 34, Loretto 28.
Tennessee Discount Building Supply, located on Highway 43 in Summertown, has a full line of building supplies, lumber, plumbing supplies, and electrical supplies. Tennessee Discount Building Supply can handle all your building needs. That's Tennessee Discount Building Supply.
Taylor & Sons Garage, Neil Taylor owner, has all aspects of mechanical work, both on foreign and domestic cars. They have a complete overhaul and they're certified mechanics. Taylor & Sons are open 7 to 5, Monday through Saturday. They're closed Thursday and Sunday. That's Taylor & Sons Garage on the Turnpike between Summertown and Henryville. All right, our halftime guest here at the halftime of the boys game tonight is Michelle Newell. Michelle is a forward on the girls basketball team, one of the starters. Michelle, what grade are you in?
I'm in 11th grade.
You're a junior. You don't have a senior on the team, so the juniors are dominating the team this year. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Michelle, how's your basketball team looking so far this year?
I think we've really improved from what most people have thought we were going to do, and I think we're going to do really good next year too.
Okay, we're building for next year also. That's going to be looking good. Michelle, what interests do you have in school besides your basketball? What other interests do you take?
I like to play tennis, and I like all my subjects.
Well, that's good. Good all-around girl. Michelle, what do you plan to do after you graduate from high school? Have you made up your mind yet?
I plan to go to college, and I don't know what I'm going to do from there on.
Well, Michelle, we're glad you came by and visited us. And you had a good ball game tonight, and I hope you have many more. And thank you for coming by.
You're welcome.
We're at halftime with Summertown leading 34-28. D&M Nursery and Floral Shop, located on the Henryville Highway in Summertown. Bill Dunn and Larry McCrory provide all kinds of landscaping and yard improvement with free estimates. The nursery has all types of trees and shrubs. They also have a full-service floral shop with all types of artificial and living floral arrangements with free delivery. Bill and Larry invite you to come by and look around anytime. The hours are 7:30 to 5, Monday through Saturday. Christmas season is on us now, and we have a large stock of Christmas trees. We also have a full line of fishing supplies. Holidays are here again. I'm sure you're planning your big holiday meals, but what are you going to have to drink? Let it be apple cider made at Rogers Orchard, located in Sandy Hook. They're open every Saturday from 12 to 5 p.m. Apple cider is delicious. Clinton and Ivan Rogers invite you to stop by and pick up your apple cider. Our individual scoring for the first half went like this. Summertown has 34 points. Chris Kidd has 7 points. Greg Ivy, 4 points. Henry Henioso has 6 points. Casey Ambrose, 4 points. Rodney Long, 7 points. And Scotty Perry has 2 points. And Pete Cruz, 4. That should be 34. For Loretto, they're led by Greg Garrison with 8, Mario Moore with 8, Dan Hinkle 2, Phil Hooper 5, Richard Shelton 2, Jamie Wilson 1, and Harley Simback 1. That should give you 28. It's 28-34, Summertown with the advantage. Marshall's Grocery, the little store that saves you a lot. Tommy and Joyce Marshall owners. They're open for breakfast. They have sausage and biscuits, ham and biscuits, bologna, steak, tenderloin. Their lunches, they have hamburgers, ham sandwiches, cheeseburgers. Open 6 to 8, 6 days a week. And they're closed on Sunday. They have full service gas and K1 kerosene. They have gifts, toys and tools. Marshall's Grocery is a game room. It's open 6 to 8 Monday through Thursday and 6 to 12 Friday and Saturday. That's Marshall's Grocery in Etheridge. Quarter. Summertown sends out Greg Ivy, Scotty Perry, Casey Ambrose, Rodney Long, and Henry Henioso. Loretto sends out Richie Wakefield, Mario Moore, Greg Garrison, Dan Hinkle, and Phil Hooper. Loretto inbounds to start the third period into Hooper. Hooper drives by the foul line over to Hinkle. Hinkle into Wakefield. Wakefield cut off. We have a 3-second on Loretto in the hot spot. Sticky man-to-man defense applied by Summertown. Loretto deploying a man-to-man. Picks Perry up. Perry on the right side to Ivy. Ivy drives baseline, shoots a 5-foot layup. No good. Long rebounds and lays it in. Rodney Long. 28-36. Loretto up the floor quickly. Moore shoots a 15-foot jump shot. No good. Henry Henioso brings the ball down. Summertown running. Ambrose 12 foot away. He's cut off. Looks for somebody to throw it to. Puts up a 12-foot jump shot. Blocked out of bounds by Loretto. 7-17, third period. Perry inbounds to Ambrose. Ambrose working left wing. They're guarded closely. He's over to Perry. Perry shoots a 10-foot jump. And he's fouled. He's fouled by Mario Moore. That's Moore's second personal of the ball game. And Scotty Perry goes to the line to shoot 2. First one's up, and it's good. 37-28. Scotty at the line for his second shot. It's up. No good. Long rebound. Moore picks it off, running down the left-hand side. Running all the way to the baseline. Cut off by Ivy. Back to Hooper. Hooper around to Garrettson. Back to Hooper in the middle of Hinkle. Hinkle shoots a 10-foot jump shot. Banks it off the glass. Good. Moved the ball fast that time. Perry working the ball left side over to Ambrose, left wing. 18 feet out. Nobody coming open. Ball's running on the floor. Picked up by Ambrose. Traveling. Wakefield into Hooper. Hooper working left side backcourt. Guarded closely by Perry. Across 18-foot line into Hinkle on the left side. Wakefield, 15-foot jumper. Give it to him. 37-32. Summertown. Perry brings the ball up on the left wing. Now Ambrose works baseline. 12-foot jumper. Good. Soft. 12-foot jump shot. Phil Hooper working the ball. Loretto working ahead of the circle, now to the foul line into Moore. Moore looking for something to break open, goes to the right wing, back out front to Hooper. Hooper feeds Garrettson. Garrettson lays it in. He got behind everybody. Perry across 10-second line, working the head of the circle on the right-hand side to Ivy. Ivy drives baseline into Long lays it in. 2-foot jumper by Long. Good pass in there by Ivy. Hooper quickly up the floor, drives the length of the floor, shoots a 5-foot running shot, no good. Hinkle barges in, picks the rebound, and Dan Hinkle is charged for being over the back of Henriosa. Harley Simback in for Loretto. Mario Moore will set down. Perry into Ivy, back to Perry. Bring the ball across the 10-second line. And he's fouled doing the body checking. Harley Simback. You can't body check in high school. By body checking, we mean using your hands around the waist. You can't touch them. Ambrose looking for somebody inbound, stolen by Simback. Simback picked the ball out of the air, worked the head of the circle on the left side to Garrison. Simback back to Hooper. Hooper driving the baseline. In the middle, the ball is blocked. Picked off by Henry. Henry brings the ball out over to Ambrose. Ambrose working the right side. Out on the right wing, over left wing, Ivy. Ivy drives. In the middle, 5-foot jumper. And Ivy is called for a charge. Several charges we've had tonight on drive for the basket. Pete Cruz is in. Ambrose out. Loretto ball into Hooper. Hooper double teamed in backcourt. Works the ball to the middle of the floor. Back across to Simback. Simback back to Hooper. Running jump shot, 5-foot out. He banks it in. It's good. 36-41. 4:35 remaining, third period. Perry brings the ball across the right-hand side. Cut off the baseline into Henry. Henry is fouled by number 14, Greg Garrettson. Garrettson picks up the personal for Loretto. That's his first personal of the night. Summertown inbound on their own basket. Perry, the trigger man. Mario Moore coming back in for Richie Wakefield for Loretto. They're using 8, 9, 10 men right out. Into Ivy. Ivy, 15-foot jump shot. Air ball picked off by Garrettson. Loretto quickly up the floor to Moore. Moore over to Hooper. Hooper working the right left-hand side, and he's traveled. Both teams running man-to-man sticky defense. They're having to work for everything they get. Perry working the left-hand side to Cruz. Cruz, foul line extended, work to the baseline into Henry. Henry drops the ball 5 feet away, picked up by Sembeck. Sembeck quickly down the left side into Hinkle. Hinkle out to Moore. 12-foot jump shot over to Garrickson. Garrickson takes a 10-foot jumper over to the right side. Summertown 41, Loretto 38. 3:40 remaining third period. Perry works the ball across, takes a 12-foot jump shot in and out. Ball's picked off by Garrison over to Sembeck. Loretto quickly up the floor to Hooper. Hooper working the ball across midcourt in the middle to Garrickson. Garrickson over to Sembeck, right side, back to Hooper. Moore, left wing, waiting for something to open up. Sembeck 22 feet away, over to Hooper. Foul line extended back Moore, 22 feet. Sembeck right wing. Back to Hooper, in the middle to Hinkle. And Hinkle is fouled by number 24, Greg Ivy. That's Ivy's third personal foul. Subs into the ball game for Summertown. Chris Kidd comes in. Hinkle into Moore in the right-hand corner. Back out to Hooper. Hooper over to Hinkle. Into Moore. 18 feet jump shot, no good. Hooper comes in the middle and has the ball blocked by Henry. Henry brings the ball down and he's fouled. Foul by number 54, Dan Hinkle. Hinkle picks up the personal. That's personal number number 2 on Hinkle. Scotty Perry goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 with 2:49 remaining third period. Shot is up, it's good. 42-38. Summertown has a 4-point advantage. Perry toes the mark for his second. It's up. It's also good. 43-38. Summertown full court pressure. Falling back now. Hooper quickly across. Off to Sembeck. Sembeck working right wing, 25 feet away. Back to Hooper over to Moore. Moore into Garrickson. Garrickson, 7-foot jump shot. Give it to him. Working the left-hand side, 43-40. Perry working the right-hand side for Summertown. Right wing, back to Kidd. Kidd, 15-foot jump. In and out, no good. Ball's taken off by Garrickson. Garrickson to Sembeck over to Hooper. 2:12 remaining third period. Loretto quickly up the floor. Moore, left-hand corner to Hooper. Hooper, Moore. 25 feet away, Hooper. And to Garrickson. Garrickson, 8-foot jump shot. Give it to him. 43-42, 150. Third period. Loretto on a run. Perry working right wing. Working back towards the middle. Takes an 8-foot running jump. And he's fouled. Foul by number 24, Mario Moore. Scotty Perry goes to the line for 2. That's the third personal foul on Moore. Scotty Perry back to the line. He was just there a minute ago. First one's up. It's good. Jamie Wilson reports in, and Phil Hooper will sit down for Loretto. Perry's second shot, second backside of the 1-and-1. It's up. It's good. 45-42, 1:42 remaining. Moore bringing the ball up. Mario Moore for Loretto. Guarded closely by Ivy. Works right wing on down to the baseline. Cut off the baseline. Out front, Sembeck. Over to Wilson. Wilson on left wing. Trying to find somebody. Finds Sembeck. Sembeck throws the ball. Tipped out of bounds by Ivy. 1:23. Remaining third period. 45 Summertown. 42 Loretto. Mario Moore inbounds Sembeck. Back to Moore. In the middle of Hinkle. Dan Hinkle puts up a 5-foot jump shot. No good. Casey Ambrose rebounding. And he's fouled by Jamie Wilson. That was Richard Shelton putting up the shot. Ambrose at the line, shooting 1 and 1. First one's up. It's no good. The ball is rebounded by Wilson. Wilson over to Moore. Mario Moore cut off on the wing in the middle of Garrettson. 10-foot jump by Greg Garrettson. 45-44. 1 minute remaining, third period. Perry over to Ivy. Ivy right wing, driving baseline, 10-foot jump. It don't go, and he's fouled by number 20, Jamie Wilson. Well, Rodney Long back in for Henry. We also have Dan Hinkle back in for Loretto. Greg Ivy will be at the line to shoot 2. 54 seconds remaining, third period. First one's up, it's good. Greg Ivy towing the mark for the second one. It's up, and it is good. Free throw shooting, keeping Summertown in the ball game right now. 47-44. Moore having problems in the backcourt into Simbeck. Simbeck working 18-foot line into Hinkle. Hinkle shoots a layup, no good. Long clears the ball off the board over to Perry. 40 seconds remaining, third period. Perry brings the ball up. Length of the court to Kidd. Kidd shoots a layup. And he's fouled by Dan Hinkle, number 54. Chris Kidd had a sure lay-in that time, but Hinkle slapped the ball away and catches him on the arm. That's a third foul on Hinkle. Chris Kidd at the line for 2. First one's up, no good. Scott Carter comes in replacing Hinkle. 33 seconds remaining, third period, 47-44. Kidd eyes his second shot. It's up. It rolls good. 48-44. Wilson inbound to Moore. Moore quickly up midcourt, 25 feet away, working the point. Summertown in a sticky man-to-man over to Simbeck. Simbeck working the right wing, guarded by Perry. Goes to the baseline, cut off. Back to Moore. Moore 25 feet away in the middle of Carter. Carter puts a 10-foot jumper, no good. Ivy brings the ball down, 10 seconds remain in the quarter, over to Perry. Perry takes a 22-foot jumper, no good. 10-foot jumper, no good. As the third quarter comes to an end, the score, Summertown 48, Loretto 44.
Poor Girls Restaurant. Open 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. Friday and Saturday they're open till 10. As you know, we have the best catfish around these parts. And now we also have pizza to go. So come on by and try it. As always, we only sell the best. We have plate lunches daily. That's Poor Girls Restaurant.
Scott's Grocery, located on Highway 20 in Summertown, with Kim and Beth Scott, its owners, offered a complete line of groceries, gasoline, and videotape rentals. Scott's also has a new game room for all members of the family. That's Scott's Grocery on Highway 20 in Summertown. Our next broadcast will be January the 9th when the Summertown Eagles host the Hampshire Hawks. That'll be January the 9th will be our next telecast. Fourth quarter, Summertown inbounds to Perry. Perry over to Ivy on the right wing, cut off. Into Long, Rodney Long, shoot the driving layup. 6-point Summertown advantage. Summertown in a full court press now. Phil Hooper bringing the ball up. Loretto works right wing to Moore. Mario Moore guarded closely over to Wakefield, Richie Wakefield. Oh, Dan Hinkle. Moore, Wakefield, Hooper. Hooper shoots a run-in jump shot, blocked by Henry Olsen and picked up by Greg Ivy. Scotty Perry brings the ball across the line over to Ambrose on the left wing. Ambrose drives, cut off at foul line, looking with somebody into Henry. Henry shoots a 2-foot jump shot, good. Henry Henioso got loose. 52-44, 7 minutes, fourth quarter. Phil Hooper bringing the ball up for Loretto. Foul line. Ball is stolen by Ambrose. Driving, layup. Good. Loretto. Full court pass to Hinkle. Hinkle's over to Moore. And Moore is fouled by Casey Ambrose. He accidentally run over Mario Moore. Loretto not in the 1-and-1 as yet. They'll make the inbounds play underneath their basket. Dan Hinkle. The inbound to Moore. Moore shoots a 5-foot jump shot, cleared off by Ivy. Summertown had the board covered that time. Ivy, full length of the floor, cut off on the baseline, still working. 10-foot jump shot, no good. Hinkle clears the board for Loretto. Hooper working the head of the circle. Over to Wakefield to Moore. Moore right wing, looking for something to happen. Over to Wakefield, 22 feet out. Hooper, 22 feet out. Mario Moore driving baseline, 7-foot jump shot, no good. Garrettson clears the ball, puts a rebound up, and he's fouled by number 52, Rodney Long. That's a third foul for Rodney Long. At number 42, Chris Kidd replaces Long. That's 3 fouls on Rodney. He got 2 quick ones in the first quarter. Greg Garrettson will be at the line to shoot 2. The first one's up. It's good. 6:14 remaining fourth quarter. 45 Loretto, 54 Summertown. Garrettson at the line for the second shot. It's up. Bottom. 46-54. Perry and Ambrose. Ambrose going to work the left-hand side. Casual pressure by Loretto. Ambrose working all the way to the wing. He's cut off. Back to Kidd. Over to Ivy. Ivy working the right wing. Let's bring her back out front to Perry. Left side, Ambrose. Ambrose working the making a drive. He's cut off and fouled by Richie Wakefield. Well, we have a double foul on number 14, Greg Garrettson. And number 34, Henry Hinoso. Jump ball, alternating possessions. Loretto brings the ball in. I guess that's the way it should be. Over to Moore. Moore working out front. Now to Hooper, 30 feet away. Trying to make something happen on the Moore foul line. Into Hinkle. Hinkle drives the middle, lays one in. Dan Hinkle in for 2. 48-54. Perry brings the ball up, works right-hand side to Ivy. Ivy over to Kidd, back to Ivy. Ivy working the wing, back to front to Perry. Perry works the left side, drives the lane, puts it up, 5-foot jumper. It's good. And he's fouled by Dan Hinkle. Hinkle picks up the foul, and the basket is good. So Scotty Perry playing a heads-up game tonight. Gets his basket. That's the 4th foul on Hinkle. And Dan Hinkle will be coming out, and Richard Shelton will be replacing him. Scotty Perry will be at the free throw line to convert the 3-point play. Summertown has an 8-point advantage with 5:12 remaining fourth period. Free throws up, it rims in and rims out. And Shelton comes down with a rebound over to Hooper. Summertown falls back in their man-to-man. They're sticky. Hooper working free throw line into Wakefield. And Wakefield's fouled by Ambrose. Ambrose reaching in on Richie Wakefield. That's the 2nd foul on Casey Ambrose. Richie Wakefield goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Harley Simback in for Mario Moore for Loretto. Richie Wakefield towing the line. First one's up. It's good. Both of these teams have been to the free throw line several times tonight. Second free throw by Wakefield, no good. Henry Hinoso brings a rebound off down the right side to Ambrose. Ambrose working out front, still working the ball, travels left side, 5-foot jump shot, no good. Hooper clears a long rebound out to Shelton. Richard Shelton over to Moore. Moore over to Phil Hooper, 15 feet out over to Moore. Moore takes a 15-foot jump shot, give it to him. 51-56, 4:30 remaining. Perry bring the ball up to Ambrose on left wing. Ambrose looking for somebody to come open. Still working left wing. Over to Rodney Long, 12 feet out. He's covered into Ambrose. Ambrose working 12 feet. Perry 15 feet. Give it to him. 15-foot jump shot by Scotty Perry. 58-51. 4:04 remaining, fourth period. Hooper working the free throw line in the left side to Wakefield. Wakefield about 20 feet out into Simback. Simback back to Wakefield. Wakefield, Hooper, Wakefield, Sheldon. Sheldon in the lane. Shoots a 5-foot jumper, no good. Henry clears the board on the right-hand side. Summertown clearing the boards here the last few minutes. Ivy driving baseline right, and he's fouled by Phil Hooper. And Greg Ivy go to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Phil Hooper picks up the personal foul. That's his third personal of the night. And Greg Ivy goes to the line for the 1-and-1. It's up. It's good. 3:37 remaining, fourth period. 59-51. Summertown with the advantage. Ivy's second shot. It's good. Check it in for Loretto. Is Mario Moore back in, and so is Greg Garrison. And Dan Hinkle back in. Hinkle inbound play into Moore. Moore with token pressure, works it quickly up the right-hand side, all the way to the baseline. Cut off by Ivy. Looking for somebody to pass to, over to Hooper. And Hooper is hacked by Perry. Perry picks up personal foul number 4. That's his fourth personal of the night. And Phil Hooper goes to the line for Loretto. 3:27 remaining. Fourth period. Phil Hooper, first one up, no good. Rodney Long clears the board for Summertown over to Perry. Perry working the left-hand side, stops mid-court. Works ahead of the circle over to Ivy. Ivy on the right wing, out to Henry out high. Ambrose and to Henry at the high post. Back out to Ivy on the right wing. 3:05 remaining fourth period. Ivy, 12-foot jump shot, no good. Henry, strong rebound, puts it up, no good. Ambrose, 12-foot jump shot, no good. The ball's battled around. Ambrose picks it up. Into Ivy. Ivy shoots a 2-foot jump shot. It's good, and he's fouled. Phil Hooper catches him on the way down. 2:51 remaining fourth quarter. Summertown just went up by 11. But Phil Hooper picks up his third foul of the night, fourth foul of the night. That was a mad flurry. Summertown rebounding about 3 times. Greg Ivy at the line to complete the three-point play. That was a big play for Summertown. It's up, no good. The long rebound, Rodney Long picks it up, and he's called for a charge. Rodney Long uses his elbow to clear the way, and he picks up his fourth personal foul, which is a charge. And Loretto will inbound the ball. The length of the court. Summertown full court pressure, 2:48 remaining. Summertown 11 points in the head. Hooper bringing the ball up. Loretto working the right-hand side over the right wing into Garrison. Garrison cut off the baseline into Simback. Over to Hinkle. Hinkle, 10-foot jump shot, no good. Henry goes high for the rebound. Summertown brings it length of the floor to Ivy. And Ivy is belted to the floor by Dan Hinkle, and that'll be all for Dan Hinkle. That's his fifth personal foul. 2:27 remaining in the fourth quarter. Summertown 62, Loretto 51.
Smith's Hardware Store. Jim and Linda Smith are open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They close 12 noon on Wednesday. Smith's Hardware features Stay Right, submergible and jet pumps, a full line of plumbing supplies, all kinds of hammers, picks, axe handles. Jim also mixes paint to your color satisfaction. A large selection of Stanley tools and nails by the Pounder box. For any hardware need, come by Smith Hardware Store on Main Street in Summertown. That's Smith's Hardware.
All right, plays are back in. 2:27 remaining in the fourth period. Summertown with a 62-51 lead. And Greg Ivy will be at the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. Free throws have played a big part in the game tonight. Summertown's converted on the majority of their free throws, and this one's good. Ivy toes the line for the second. It's up, and it's short. The ball is cleared off by Richard Shelton. Loretto up, Phil Hooper up quick. 2:20 remaining, fourth period into Greg Garrettson. It's a 10-foot jumper in the middle of the lane's good. Loretto had a full court press now. Ambrose working the left wing. 2 minutes remaining over to Ivy on the right wing. Ivy drives, 5-foot jumper. He's fouled by number 52, Richard Shelton. Greg Ivy goes to the line once again. 2:04 remaining in the fourth period. Summertown has a 10-point advantage. Mario Moore coming back in for Richie Wakefield. Coach John Kimbrell shuffling his players in and out. First one up, it's good. Greg Ivy's been to the line several times in the last 2 or 3 minutes and converted the most. Next one up, it's long. Cleared off by Hooper. Phil Hooper racing down the floor. Foul line into Greg Garrison. 8-foot jump shot, no good. Shelton rebounds. Shelton puts up a 2-foot jump shot, and he's fouled by number 52, Rodney Long, and that's Rodney Long's 5th foul of the night. He's just fouled out. Rodney got 2 early and been playing uphill ever since. Chris Kidd will come in, replace Rodney Long. Rodney's played a good heads-up, hard-nosed ball game tonight. Richard Shelton at the line to shoot 2, 1:54 remaining. The first one's up, no good. Loretto hasn't been too consistent with their free throw shooting tonight. The second one's up, it's no good. Chris Kidd goes high for the rebound over to Perry, over to Ambrose. Ambrose working the right wing to Ivy. Ivy working the point. Man-to-man sticky now. Loretto trying for all they can do. Over to Perry. Perry working to Ambrose. 1:37 remaining into Henry. Henry, 5-foot bank shot. Good. 66-53. 1:30 remaining. Moore shoots a 5-foot running shot. It's also good. Inbound to Perry. Perry across 10-second line to Ivy. Ivy bringing the ball out. He's double teamed. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by Hooper. 1:17 remaining fourth period. Summertown with 11-point advantage. Ivy inbounds the ball to Perry. Perry cut off, back out front to Ivy. Ivy working the point, 25 feet out. Back around to the left. Has the ball stolen by Hooper and Chris Ivy. Greg Ivy reaches in and hacks Phil Hooper. And that's going to be the 5th foul on Ivy. 4th foul. That's 4 on Ivy for the night. A host of players have 4 and 5 fouls for both teams. Phil Hooper at the line. First one's up. It's good. Makes the score 56-66. 1:09 remaining. Phil Hooper's second shot. It's up. It's also good. Ambrose working the ball across the middle. And Ambrose on the left wing, 59 seconds remaining. Over to Ivy. Working the ball around the perimeter to Henry. Back to Ivy. Working time off the clock. Back to Ambrose on the left wing. Working 25, 30 feet from the basket. Over to Ivy. Ivy at the 25-foot mark. Back to Ambrose. Ambrose in 12 foot. Don't shoot. Back to Perry to Ambrose. 40 seconds. And Casey Ambrose is fouled by Mario Moore. Casey Ambrose goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That's the 4th foul on Moore tonight. Casey Ambrose to the line, 38 seconds remaining. Summertown 10-point lead. Casey's been deadly at the foul line the last 3 minutes. He's been there about, I'd say eight times and hit at least 6 of them. Second one up, it's good. 68-57, 35 seconds remaining. Loretto quickly up the floor to Hooper, 12-foot running jump, good. Loretto calls time, 31 seconds remaining. Summertown 68, Loretto 59. Remember, our next telecast will be from the Summertown Gym, January the 9th, when Summertown will be entertaining the Hampshire Hawks in a doubleheader. That'll be after the holidays on January the 9th. Summertown set to inbound the ball. Perry into Ambrose, and Ambrose immediately foul by number 34, Mark Bertram. And Ambrose will be at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. He was only put in to commit the foul, and now they've taken him out. Now we're putting number 32, Richie Wakefield, back in place of Harley Simbeck. Ambrose at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. First one's up. It's good. 69-59. Like Summertown will record will go to 5-3 after tonight. Second one up. It's good. 70-59. 30 seconds remaining. Hooper quickly up the floor into Garrison. Garrison 5-foot jump shot, no good. Henry rebounds over to Ambrose. Ambrose links to the court, throws the ball away, intercepted by Wakefield. 15 seconds. 3-point shot by Loretto, no good. Picked off by Wilson. Wilson hits a 5-foot jump shot, and Loretto quickly calls time. 9 seconds remaining. 70-61 with Summertown in the lead. 9 seconds remaining. Summertown put the ball in play with a 9-point lead and presumably a win on this hard-fought battle into Ivy. Ivy working the right side, back to Ambrose in the middle, over to Kidd. Kidd throws the ball away. 2 seconds, 1 second. As the ball game comes to an end, Summertown 70, Loretto 61. All right, we're at the conclusion of this hard-fought basketball game in Loretto. Summertown winning 70-61. We have Coach McBee with us. Coach, what do you think about this victory?
Well, Charlie, it was a good victory for us, and I thought we played pretty well. We played hard, and our intensity level in this type of a game was better than it has been at times. We've had occasions when our mind has wandered a little bit, but overall I thought our intensity and our concentration on offense was much better than it has been at times.
Well, by this being a non-district game, our non-district games have been a thorn in our side, seem like this year. We're winning the games we need to in the district, and those we're leading the district. Those 2 wins over Perry County and Wayne County were big victories, weren't they?
Well, they certainly were. Those are supposedly the two of the 3 top teams in the district, and we've already beaten them. And of course, our emotions were very high for those games, and we've tended to drift in the non-district games, and I was glad to see that tonight we didn't do that as bad as we have.
It looked like we played 4 solid quarters. I think you're going to be surprised at the scoring totals we have tonight. We have balanced scoring with 5 men in double figures and another one with 8. That's balanced scoring on the whole squad.
Well, that's what we have to have. We don't have a great offensive player. We don't have a star, and so we have to have everybody have a good game every night for us to be really a team that can beat the better teams.
Well, thank you, Coach, for coming by, and congratulations on another victory. We hope we have several more victories before the year is over. Thank you.
I enjoyed it, Charlie. Thank you.
Also have with us in this post-game interview Big John Kimmerell, the coach of the Loretto boys. John's in his first year coaching Loretto after a talented basketball career. Congratulations on your being named coach at Loretto, and we're glad you came by to see us tonight.
Appreciate you having me here. It's been a great game tonight. It's just that I wish my players could have done a little bit better of executing in the game. Execution on shots. If you can't put them in, you just ain't going to win. That's
right.
always been said.
Always when Summertown and Loretto gets together, it's a hard-knocking, fast-running ball game, and somebody comes out bruised.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody's got to win, but I feel like if we keep playing at the momentum we've been playing and trying to improve after every game and learn something, then that's all there is to it. You just try to learn something from every game and not get disappointed over a loss, but think about what you could do in the next game that would improve your game.
That's right. And you have some big boys and look like they're talented boys and work together, so you should improve as the year goes along. Thank you for coming by and giving us this short interview.
Grateful for it. Thank you.
Summertown with a winner, 70-61 for Summertown. Chris Kidd had 8 points. Greg Ivy, 12 points. Henry Henioso, 10 points. Casey Ambrose, 12 points. Rodney Long, 14 points. Scotty Perry, 11 points. And Pete Cruz has 3 points. For Loretto, Greg Garrison led Loretto with 24 points. Mario Moore had 9 points. Richie Wakefield, 3. Dan Hinkle, 6. Phil Hooper, 11. Richard Shelton, 2. Jamie Wilson, 4. And Harley Simbach, 2 points. 70-61. Remember, our next telecast is January 9th when the Hampshire Hawks come to town.